ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. And we are here with the Palos Verde Library District. I'm Barney. And I'm Mrs. Henry. And we are ready to share some fun songs and stories with you. Yeah, they're especially good because there are a lot of bears. We do have a lot of bears today, Barney, including you. Are you ready to sing our first song? Yeah. All right, Barney is actually going to do the clapping and the stomping and the shouting of hooray, and I'll go ahead and sing it. And you know what? You can do both. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands or your paws. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands or your paws. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands or your paws. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, say hooray! If you're ready for a story, say hooray! If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, say hooray! Barney, you look really excited. Oh, I am excited. Can we sing the head, shoulders, knees, and toes song too? Well, why not? We've been trying that all month long, so why not give it a try? I wonder if children who've been watching have really learned this song now. They may have known it already. That's true, because it's an awesome song. I'm going to point to Barney. Is that okay with you? Yes, it is. All right. And at home, you can point to your own body, or you can always just watch too, or sing along. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Yeah! Oh, that was fun, Barney. I like that because we talk about our body and how great it is. Look at this. Did you see my paws? They are great if I need to reach out and touch something. That's true, Barney. And you can feel how something might be soft or hard or warm. That's right. Or even fuzzy. Fuzzy like a bear? Yeah. But I do have a friend here. His name is Fuzzy. It's actually Fuzzy Wuzzy. Oh, Barney, here he is. Should we do our rhyme about Fuzzy Wuzzy? Yes, and then we will discuss it. Oh, we have to discuss it. Okay, Barney, why don't you sit over here so you can see how I do the rhyme? And here is Barney's friend. Oh, there he is. This is Fuzzy Wuzzy. And maybe you know this little rhyme about Fuzzy Wuzzy. It goes like this. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? He doesn't have any hair. Maybe I should try this again. I'm not quite sure I'm getting this rhyme. So let's try this again. Let's see. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Well, I think I see why Barney wanted to discuss this. So let's take a look at Barney. Yeah, look at me. I am fuzzy. I have hair. And this is Fuzzy Wuzzy, who is not fuzzy and who has no hair. You know what? We're both cute. That's true. And there's something else that is interesting. Although Fuzzy Wuzzy isn't fuzzy, do you know what? if I touch him with my fingers, I see he is very soft. Do you know who else is soft? Is it me? Yes, it is. If I touch Barney, I can feel that he is soft. Wow! What other things feel soft? Well, pillows, cotton balls, fabric like silk. Soft things sound great. Well, sometimes they're great, but it is possible that sometimes things can be a little too soft. That's a bit surprising, but it makes me think of a folk tale. It's one of my favorites, and it's one of Barney's favorites too, because it has 3 bears in it. Wait a minute. It looks like I only have 1 bear here, but let me see. Oh, I have 2 bears, but I need 3. Hold on. Oh, there's the 3rd bear. Shall we hear a story about the 3 bears and about things that might have been too soft? Maybe some other things that are too difficult one way or another. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears. A great big papa bear, a middle-sized mama bear, and the itty-bitty baby bear. Well, they lived in a cabin in the wood. One day, their porridge was too hot to eat, so they went for a walk. And while they were gone, somebody approached the cabin. It was Goldilocks. She was very curious, and she did something she probably shouldn't have had. She opened the door and she walked right in, and she saw their porridge, and she said, "I'm hungry." So she tried to eat the great big Papa Bear's big bowl of porridge. Too hot. So she tried the Mama Bear's middle-sized bowl of porridge. Too cold. Then she tried the itty-bitty baby bear's itty-bitty bowl of porridge, and that was just right. It really was. So she ate it up. Yum, 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 yum. She kind of made a mess. Well, she left the kitchen and she went into the living room, and she saw the great big Papa Bear's great big chair. Too tall. She tried the Mama Bear's middle-sized chair. Yeah, still too tall. Then she tried the itty-bitty baby bear's itty-bitty chair, and she said, "This is just right." But you know what? It wasn't. She was too heavy, and she busted it to pieces. Well, that didn't seem to bother her. She went upstairs. She saw the bear's bedroom. "I need a little nap." So she lay down in the great big Papa Bear's great big bed. Ugh, too hard. So she tried the Mama Bear's middle-sized bed. Ew, too soft. Yes, things can be too soft. Then she tried the itty-bitty baby bear's itty-bitty bed, and this one was just right. I think I will go to sleep. Well, while she was sleeping, the 3 bears came home. They saw immediately that something was wrong.
Somebody has been eating my porridge,"
said Papa Bear. "Why, somebody has been eating my porridge," said Mama Bear. "Why, somebody has been eating my porridge. They ate it all up and they made a big mess." Well, they rushed into the living room, and there the great big Papa Bear said,
Somebody has been sitting in my chair."
Mama Bear said, "Well, someone has been sitting in my chair." And Baby Bear said, "Somebody has been sitting in my chair and they busted it all to pieces." Well, they rushed upstairs. The great big Papa Bear looked at his great big bed and he said,
"Oh, somebody has been sleeping in my bed."
Mama Bear looked at her bed and she said, "Somebody has been sleeping in my bed." And that itty-bitty baby bear looked at his itty-bitty bed. You know, somebody has been sleeping in my bed, and she's still here. With that, Goldilocks woke up. She saw 3 bears looking at her, and she said, "Ah!" And she ran down the stairs and out the house, and she never came back. So those 3 bears, Papa, Mama, and Baby Bear, lived happily ever after. And you know what? So did Goldilocks, because she never burst into people's houses ever again. Now, I like that story because there's a lot of contrast. If you taste your porridge, or even if you touch the bowl and it's too hot, you will feel heat with your fingers. If your porridge is too cold, you will touch the bowl and you notice, this doesn't seem warm enough. And of course, when you lay down in your bed or even sit in a chair, you can feel things with your whole body. Like, this is too hard. This bed is too soft. And so that in the story Goldilocks is kind of how we use our bodies to kind of understand how our world is, isn't it? Now, in other videos, we talked about using our eyes and our ears, and that is another way we start to understand about our world, but we can also touch things too. And in fact, we like to use our fingers the most. But remember, when you're touching something, you should be careful. You don't want to touch something that is sharp or something that is hot. And if you need to touch someone else, you should really ask them first. Don't just go hugging someone. Maybe they don't feel like they want to be hugged. But there are some things you can do. And, I always talk about, after story time, you can go outside and take a walk, maybe in your park or your backyard. And with your mom or dad or caregiver with you, you should touch things too. Like, how does the cinder block fence feel? It probably feels rough. How does the grass feel? It might feel prickly. And this is something I found in my front yard. Look what I found. Can you see that? That is a leaf. And this leaf, when I touch it, it feels smooth on one side, and on the other side, it feels a little bumpy. So you can try things like that, and you can even do something really fun. You can do a leaf rubbing. If you put this down and you put a sheet of paper over it, then you can rub it with a pencil or a crayon, and you might even see that you have a leaf colored. You can even use something very rough. This is made of sandpaper, even though it looks like a leaf. This is super rough. If I held this against my head, I would find how rough it was too. So remember, there's lots of things that you can feel with your fingers and notice, is it rough? Is it smooth? Is it soft? Is it hard? Is it fuzzy? Or is it hairy? Or is it soft and cuddly like Fuzzy Wuzzy? So don't forget to try all those things. And oh my goodness, are we at the end of story time already? Barney, you gotta come back here. Here he is. He and Fuzzy Wuzzy were listening to that story. They really liked it.
We really did. We like stories about bears.
Well, it is time for us to finish story time. Should we sing or should we do a rhyme? I like the bread and butter rhyme. Oh, okay. Barney really is into that. So why don't we do that? And bread and butter involves some clapping, and then we get to say things loud, and then we get to say things quiet. Are you ready to give that a try? Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as loud as we can. Goodbye! Wow, that was really loud. Maybe we should do it quiet. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say goodbye as quiet as we can. Goodbye. We'll see you next time. So long.